if he jumps on. If he doesn't, he doesn't. So all of last week, I've been working on the trading plan. Now, I don't know if Scott's watched it, but in our group here, in the trading mindset, I'm just going to mute you, Scott, Shane. There was a call with SJ and Jenna about trading psychology and trading plans, and it was a real eye opener, and it was a kick in the backside really to just get one nailed and just use one moving forward. You know, throughout the years I've saved different journals and different takes on it, and I've never really used one properly. And I think the reason why is I think I did use one before on Excel, but because it was always tucked away, I never used it properly. TradingView, I was journaling my trades on TradingView, but again, it's tucked away and I was never looking back at the trades and learning from them, so to speak. And then I found this video actually a few weeks ago, Erin's trading plan, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give this a watch. So I watched this video and it was really, really good. This Erin, he's printed off his own checklists, his journal of his trades, his just literally everything, and he treats it exactly like a Bible. And I thought that was a really, really cool thing to do, to have it in front of you by your desk when you're trading, and you can always refer to it, like always read it every single day. And it is true, they do say if you treat trading like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business. And looking at all the 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure, all the beast traders, they've all got a trading plan. They all journal their trades, blah, 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 blah. So I thought we need to do this. So what I've done is I've created a trading plan, which is right here. I have to say, I'm very impressed with it, and you will be the judge of that too. I'm going to go through it in a second, but literally this folder here I got from Tesco. It was £4, and it's got 60 pockets in there. So you don't have to do no hole punching or anything. You just have sheet by sheet by sheet, all your rules, your checklists, any notes you've done. And like I said, I'm all going to go through this in a minute, your goals, and it's literally all in one place by your desk, and it's good. You know, you're going to always refer to it. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you exactly the folder where it's all at. Give us a second. Here it is. Share. Okay. So this folder here, I'm going to share it with you after this call, so you can actually print these all off yourself and put them into your own folder. And I've actually put them in order how I've got them in my folder as well. So you've got an understanding of how I've laid it all out. So we will be touching base with affirmations and group formations with John. John is actually on the call. John's going to go over something that's pretty powerful that we can all use. But before we get onto that, I'm just going to show you exactly what this looks like. So this is something that Bryony actually made, and I stole it off her because it was really, really good. And I've just added it to our own entries. So trade one, this is a series of 20 trades, by the way, and this is one of the other reasons why I didn't have the right mindset. So Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone, I've actually just finished reading that book, the ebook, and it was really, really powerful, really, really good for the mindset of trading. And he says in there, you shouldn't treat trading by a trade basis. So if you lose a trade, you think, oh, this strategy doesn't work. That's the wrong way of doing it. You have to do it over a series of trades. So there's 20 trades here. And at the end of the 20 trades, that's when you reevaluate and reassess your trading edge, he calls it, or your trading strategy. And you see, is it a good strategy? Is it working? What do I have to improve on? And we're actually going to be writing these. So I've been writing it last week. I put like GBP USD. I put the date, Monday, the exact time you enter the trade. What did you enter off? Institutional candle, mitigation, imbalance, as with the trade. I only get entries actually as well between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. That's one of my rules. It's when the most liquidity is pumped into the market. So if I can't find an entry between these two time zones, London session and pretty much New York, I don't place any trades. So this creates discipline, and it's, if you don't follow your rules, you're breaking your rules and you don't have discipline, right? And when you enter the trade, you put exactly why you enter the trade, what you see, why you enter, blah, 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 blah. PLBE is profit, loss, or break even. ME or pending is market execution or pending order. Pip count is how many pips you made plus or how many pips negative. Money you made, how much plus or negative. The lot size you used on the trade, the risk to reward ratio, and your mood. So for example, if you was tired, if you're full of energy, you feel good, you feel like bad, because mood is a very important thing as well with trading. Now, that's the trading checklist. That's going to be real game trading, even just doing that. Steve's P's of trading. This is Steve Gregor's little trading psychology, his mindset of how to become successful at trading. Like, I'm not going to read all this for you. I'm just going to quickly just go through each of these. But like I said, I've printed off all of these bits of paper and they're all in my folder. And ideally, I would like you to do the same thing yourself. Just print these all off, put them in your own folder, and go from there, really. Trade house confirmations. Yeah, I'm just going to see if there's what else are really good ones to go over, because I don't really want to click on all of them. And a goal sheet. This one's pretty good. So this is, you can put in your goals here, whatever they want to be, like hit 4 figures. So for me, that's what I'm going to do, hit 4 figures or 5 figures and then work up from there. You could have long-term goals, become a 7-figure trader, whatever goals you want to have. And you'll be reading them every single day because they're in your folder, and it will give you the drive that you need and give you the reminder that you need of why you're actually, trading and working towards. Distractions, I actually threw this in there because distractions are one of the biggest killers, I do believe, in trading. And I've just done my own little take with it. You can read it yourself, like all of them. But yeah, distractions is in there to remind you to, not get distracted. This is a good one that I thought of, actually. So when I was going through this, my creative mind really come alive. Strengths and weaknesses, right? So, for example, you can list all your strengths. You could be this is mainly just for trading, but you can take this elsewhere. So if your weakness is imbalance, for example, you don't know what imbalance is, that's your weakness. Put that in here. If your weakness is mitigation, put that in here. And then you're looking at it and you're improving until you go, do you know what? Imbalance, I know what that is. I've smashed that. I know I'm good at that now. So then you put imbalance into strengths. So you'll find now exactly what your strengths and what your weaknesses are, so you can really improve upon them. So I think that was a powerful thing to put in there. There was another good one that I'd thought about, and that is this one here. Self-development and personal development. So in here, you can list any books you've read, any events you've gone to, any YouTube videos you've read, watched even, any trading courses like the Trade House course. You can put the date you started the course, the date you finished the course, and literally, if you just keep track of everything that's helping you grow on your journey, you will see how far you're actually gone, and how much you're actually growing. And another good thing about this is, say like you read Think and Grow Rich, for example, 2 years ago, right? You would have the date of when you read that book, and then you can say to yourself, oh, I read that 2 years ago, this is due another reread, and then you can read it again. So I thought that's another powerful thing to throw in there. And like I said, I won't go through all of these. You can go through them yourself. I will be continuously adding to this folder, and when I do add to this folder, you will obviously see the updates, and you can print them off as I'm adding things in there. But treat this like your own Bible. Like, you don't have to have exactly the same things I've put in here. You can edit things and change things around. So there is Word documents, so you can do that. There's one folder that I did think of today, actually, was trading notes from my notebooks, right? I haven't actually started it yet, but I've got so many notes on trading stuff, especially from Trade House, and I'm always getting nuggets all the time. I'm always taking notes. So what I'm going to do eventually, very soon, is type up all my notes, put them in a Word document, and then throw them in this folder for all of you lot, and then you can print them off yourself, and then you've got them for yourself to look over. So I thought that was a powerful thing as well. Pictures as well, like the Richard Wyckoff, like a distribution and accumulation. That's quite hard for some people. So if you print off the actual picture of that and have it in your folder, you can look at it all the time until it burns in your subconscious mind. You can put pictures of higher highs and lower lows and lower lows and lower highs. So you've got that picture always there in your folder. You can take a picture of breaker structure. What's breaker structure? You've got the explanation and a picture of what that is. And if you're looking at that every single day and journaling your trades every single day and just treating this like a Bible, you're going to reach your trading goals so much faster. And I wish I'd thought of this like a while ago, but it is what it is. We are where we are, and it is ready to rock and roll now. Now, I am wary of time because we only got 40 minutes, but a powerful thing that I've been working on, and I talked to John about, which is the affirmations, the afformations and the grooformations. Now, I know we touched base on that last week of what the grooformations are. But when I mentioned it to John, what this actually is and what it's all about, John's gone even a step further with it, and I thought it's even more powerful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to allow John to take the stage. So John, if you want to unmute your microphone, actually I'm going to share my screen again and just put that onto here. I've got a bit of a lag at the moment. And
yeah, you have, yeah. Right, one sec. Let me just get the chat up. Hi, everyone. Why is it doing that? I want to get it on a small screen. Can you just take that off so I can get my computer on a small screen, please, for a sec?
Are you going to share your screen?
Yeah, no, I don't know how to do all that. I'm going to share some stuff in the chat.
Okay.
I can just set that across and put it into there.
No worries.
There you go, that one. I mean, sorry, no, that's the wrong one. Let me cancel that. I've got a load of stuff just to explain what I'm talking about as well, because it's all about. Let me just share that one sec. Right, so that first one is a straight talk by Peter Sage called Let's Talk Money. It'll help you understand more than affirmations. It's more about getting your heart and mind in line with what you're actually looking for. And then so that one, I'm sure that's it. Alert, focus, and brain harmony. Right, so has everybody heard of binaural beats? Have you spoke about that? So binaural beats, it helps you get your mind into a lower brainwave. So say, for instance, you have 4 levels of brainwave. So you've got your beta, alpha, theta, and delta. So say us now, we're probably in a low beta because we're conscious and we're talking. But if you are anxious and your mind's all over the show, then you are in a high beta. So your brainwaves are all over. So with binaural beats, if you were to start meditating for 10 minutes at a time, you can actually listen to these because I'm sure what I've shared is binaural beats mixed in with Mozart music. So it helps massively with concentration. So if you are to lower your brainwaves by meditation before you were to start doing your trading for the day, it would help you concentrate. And the concentration, the straight talk that I've shared, Peter Sage, which it should come through quite soon. It's what, 40 gig out of 86 coming through now. Because then you'll be able to download them, won't you? So yeah, so with your brain waves, so I'm really tired now, so I'm fucking trying to think what I'm saying. Get these through.
We'll do the links at the end, John, so don't worry about sending anything through.
Yeah, well, these will be through in a minute. So, because then this is just stuff. So, right, the Peter Sage, he talks to me, he goes on about let's talking money, and the outer world follows your inner world. So, say everything that was created, this plate next to me, it took a thought to be able to actually make it. So the inner world. So it's your feelings that brings the outer world. So if you're constantly looking at outer world things to change the way you are, you're never going to. For instance, your bank account. If you're constantly sort of looking at your bank account and that's how your feelings are coming out, and you feel skint all the time, but then when you get paid, you feel like, yes, I've got loads of money, and then when you skint again, you feel down. Then your inner wealth is always going to follow your bank account, your outer wealth. With Peter Sage's straight talk, which we'll be through in a minute, it teaches that if you actually become wealthy inside and you've got the feeling of wealth before the money's shown up. For instance, if I was to write a check for everyone here for £1 million and date it for 6 months' time, you would have that feeling of being a millionaire right now. And that's what you've got to create. So when you get into the binaural beats and the meditation, which explains it well on Peter's video as well, then you can lower your brain waves to start actually having the heart and mind centered instead of just all through thought. You can relax a lot more, and you will start to actually get the feeling of the good trades, and you'll start to visualize it. That first one should be through now.
Right, yeah, got it.
So as you get them, have a look at them, and I'll type a few things up as well and share it with you.
Yeah, that's cool. I think because we're on a Zoom call that it'll end in 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so. We'll just put it into our Discord private group.
I was going to say, yeah, if you can then put it onto that, then at least you've got them. If not, I'll share them with you and I'll send them to you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So if I just quickly just share my screen, and then because we did touch base last week with the group formations and changing it around, so you've got gratitude and you're getting the feeling involved, and what John has just described is a lot better. So instead of speaking these out loud into a mirror, you're instead just going to have the headphones in. So do you want to go through this paragraph, John, that you described?
Right, so when you're starting meditation, does anybody here meditate? Or do you know really much about meditation?
I don't.
Because
Well, I
there's
don't know
right.
again.
Well, there's several different ways of meditation. You can just sit back, get some earphones, and binaural beats is like very low. It's two different sounds in each ear because you've got your left brain and your right brain. So with binaural beats, it helps them both work together because your left brain is very sort of your right brain's like the spiritual side, the side where you get all your creation. Your left brain is very, what do you call it, fight or flight sort of thing. It's there to notice any danger around you. So then those two start work together and you bring your brain waves down because you're not constantly in your thoughts and in your mind, it helps you relax. So there's three different, once, when you've got the things that I've sent, they will be sort of 15-20 minute little meditations where you can just sit back and shut your eyes. It'll bring you down to your brain waves a lot lower because at the moment we probably sit around 25 hertz and it'll bring you down to 10 hertz. So both the side of your mind will then sort of like be one in a way. And then you will start to, you've got three ways of either you could sit back and think of everything you're grateful for, because then you'll be living a life of gratitude instead of living a life of scarcity. Instead of looking for everything you've not got, you'll start to appreciate everything you have got. You can do visualizations, visualize the perfect trade. You know, when your mind's sort of completely at rest, start to visualize the perfect trade and how you're going to win and everything. Because instead of using your mind to think about it, you're starting to use your heart, and that's where the heart and mind come into one. Or you've got one you can just still your mind, where you go, where you lie back and count your breaths. And the one that's actually one quite good to start with, because you'll realize how much your mind races when you just shut your eyes, try and keep a clear mind, and counting your counting your breaths. So they're good three sort of different meditations to do to bring yourself down to a relaxed state to then go into trading with.
Yeah, amazing. I've just realised that I didn't actually update the Griffamation document to the drive. I forgot to upload the new one with a new paragraph. So I was just reading it. I was like, yeah, that's the old paragraph.
That's pretty. Yeah, I sort of read it a little bit and I thought, yeah, that's not changed. And then so it's but that's pretty much what I explain with that. It's a bit easier in writing because it gives me time to just sort of think about it and put it down. But get into your meditation. If anybody's got any questions about meditation, get onto my WhatsApp as well and speak to me about it, because I do it a lot and I'm creating lots and lots of businesses at the moment, or getting myself into business with just the power of thought. Being sat on my ass all the time, you know, with this lockdown, I'm having the best time of my life. So just through still the mind and not overthinking. So because the more peace you are with your mind, the more you're going to be. You're not going to take your emotions into trading, and you're not go in there like a sort of headless horse flying around everywhere, trying to make stupid trade. But you just sit back and just go, there's no emotion to this. I'm just going to crack on and do, and you're not overthinking.
That's it, and that's one of the other little secrets as well with trading. You're not supposed to have any emotion at all in trading. If you win a trade, no emotion. If you lose a trade, no emotion, because your trade is over a series of trades out of 20. So if you're losing your first trade and get annoyed straight away, why are you getting annoyed? It's going to be out of 20 anyway. So you need to remove the emotion out of the trading, and to get in this meditated state that John's just described. Listen to the binaural beats at 10 hertz. It's very, very weird. If you haven't done it before, it's very, very weird. I'm telling you now. And then all you have to do is read the Griffamations off the document. You're not speaking it out loud. You don't worry about your parents or someone hearing in like, what's he talking about? He sounds stupid. You know, you're not even talking. You're just reading off the document, you're visualizing it, you're getting the picture, you're getting the feeling involved, and then you're in a right state, and then you go and trade. And then more likely you're going to have a successful day of trading. And then at the end, that's when you can raise your vibrations, go and listen to music, or do what you got to do. But when you're in that low vibration frequency, that's the best thing for trading. If we get that feeling that we've already achieved everything that we want to in trading, you're most likely gonna get it. And journaling all our trades as well, that's going to be a massive game changer for me already. I've started to journal my trades, and it's it's so much better. I don't know why I haven't been doing it properly all this time. But like I said, it is where it is, where we are. So I do hope you're all going to print off all those documents and get your own little folder. You can get ones where you can do the hole punching and just hole punch it into a proper big folder. But I like this one because it's just a thinner folder. It's just easy. It's there. It doesn't take up much room on the desk. So has anyone got any questions at all with what we just gone through? But if not, no worries at all. Like I said, I will be adding some stuff in the future.
John's last name?
Sorry?
John. On what?
What's your last name, John? He's on mute. He can answer that one.
Martin, Martin.
Are we friends on Facebook? Probably not.
No, I don't think so. I do share a lot on Facebook as well. You get a lot of information off that.
I've done some meditation.
Yeah. Yeah, I teach you all sorts. Because I do gratitude meditation when I first wake up in the morning. Then I'll do probably about up to half an hour of still in my mind, just counting. And I can get to, I'm probably getting to about 7 or 8 now before my mind starts going, wow, I've just got such an active mind. And I can teach you different ways for concentration as well. And then I do sort of affirmation, but in the mind, thinking about picturing it and actually feeling what you want in the future. It's like, I want to buy this house eventually for cash, and I want to extend it at the back. So every time I'm in the kitchen, I shut my eyes and visualize as I'm actually walking around the perfect kitchen that I want there. And the more I think like that, the more things are coming into me that's helping in my life to earn the money to then take it forward. So that's what you got to do. You actually feel it. You got to feel like you've already got everything. Because if you were to sort of like think, right, I've got loads of money in the bank, and then you go to the bank and then you look at your cash pot and then you look at it and you got £3.50 in your account, that doesn't work. So, and then you start to feel, your feeling goes down. So you need to feel like a millionaire before you can become a millionaire.
Nice. The other thing as well is vision boards. I don't know if anyone's got vision boards, but my one at my house it's good, but all the pictures were black and white. So if you have like I see one person had color pictures, and also they were 3D on his vision board, and it looks really, really cool. So looking at a vision board of everything that you want to achieve in life, and have that and meditate to that and visualize to that, that's a powerful thing as well, if no one's got a vision board. And if you look and hear lots of successful millionaires, billionaires, or whatever, you will see that a lot of them have used it because of a vision board. Or you ask them, do you have a vision board? And they say yes, just from the interviews that I heard. So I think it's very powerful to get a vision board as well.
What was on your one?
Sorry?
What was on your vision board?
Lamborghini. No, it was the Mercedes AMG, just a nice house.
Bryony.
Holidays. Yeah. Yeah, just the usual stuff. To be honest, I've actually forgot. I haven't been home for like 2 months.
It'll only let you send me the Brain Harmony one on WhatsApp because the other files are too big.
Right, I've got Google Drive. So what we'll do, John, is we'll sort this out.